This is an unscripted rant video.
I'm
Let me start off this video by saying A, I like The Amazing Digital Circus, and B, I like going to movie theaters.
Yes!
So when
グリッチプロダクションズ
announced that the finale would be airing in theaters, I was excited. And I wasn't thinking. So, the thing is with this finale, the thing is with The Amazing Digital Circus in general, is it attracts a certain type of audience, right? I wasn't thinking about this. I just thought that I like seeing movies in theaters. I like The Amazing Digital Circus, so I didn't see a reason why not. And to make it even worse, I dragged one of my friends to see it with me, who just, he didn't care about it as much as I did. Not that he should have, but it's just that, it probably was a much worse experience for him than it was for me, and I hated it. I don't mind when I go see a movie and the audience has big reactions and people make call outs during the movie. Unlike other people, I'm actually totally fine with that, depending on the movie. If it's Chainsaw Man, the Rise arc, I would hate that. That would be horrible. But if it's Minecraft or Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I don't care. I think that getting your friends to go there and just to poke fun and laugh at the movie, it's a great experience. So I don't mind other people indulging on that experience and maybe being a little bit louder than they should, because it's not supposed to be taken too seriously. It's not a high form of art, something that Fujimoto would make. This was not this type of movie. It's no surprise, I absolutely hated the theater experience. I think it was horrible, actually. Probably the worst I've ever had. Before getting into it, though, I'll start off by saying this. I don't think I could actually properly review this movie. So if you expect this to be a review, it's not. It's just me talking about the theater experience that I had. I mean, I'll try to talk about it later. I think that I could kind of give it a review. I need to rewatch this movie, because I can't. The theater experience was just so bad that it completely just deprived me of giving this movie a fair chance. So in some point in the future, when I forget a bunch of stuff about it, I am going to rewatch this, because the theater experience just almost completely ruined it for me. I went to the movie, cosplaying. I cosplayed as Kinger. I saw a lot of other people that cosplayed, and those people specifically had really good etiquette, and their cosplays looked really cool. Those people, they were just normal people during the movie, silent, just watching it. I saw a lot of people with crazy detail in their cosplays, which was really cool to see. That's it. Oof. I'm gonna try to talk about the movie. I've been kind of avoiding it, but it's only fair that I try to review it while I'm talking about the major experience, because that's the whole point of why I went there. I wanted to see the movie. Starting off, contrary to the popular belief, I think that Jax's abrupt death scene was done pretty well. As we know, abstraction is supposed to represent suicide. It's just, that's how it happens in real life. It could happen all of a sudden, and it can feel like it came out of absolutely nowhere when the person's been thinking about it for a long time. Because of that, the abrupt cut with the reveal that Jax had abstracted was
Well done.
Kane coming back. This, I get why people don't like it, and to be honest, I kinda hate it too. But it did make sense. As we know, in episode 8, Kinger had deleted Kane, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's gone forever. If you delete a file, it's gonna go to the recycle bin, but he didn't go into the recycle bin and empty up all the stuff in it. No, he just deleted Kane, that's it. So it would make sense that he is in some sort of recycle bin, some sort of something like that, and that he was able to come back because he uses this artificial intelligence. I didn't like it, but it made sense. I think the Jax flashback, the stuff with Ribbit to show how she abstracted and Kaufmo abstracted and how Jax became a worse and worse person, I think that was cool. I liked the Ribbit in general. I think they were just they added to the story really nicely. The Stevie Wonder thing.
Oi, Stevie f***ing Wonder.
I get why there's that one trend of if it was written by Gooseworks and then it just puts the Stevie Wonder song. I won't lie, it's admittedly pretty corny. But I don't know. When I watched the movie, I liked it. It's a really nice song anyway. I'm not gonna lie. After watching the movie, I had a couple questions about abstraction. Can they come back? Are they gone forever? And the way Kane said it, right? It said do you want any help with that? And he's pointing at Jax. They're saying no, we're handling it in our own way. At first, I thought, well, can he just unabstract Jax? But after watching it, no. I realized that it's just, he was probably talking about just putting him in a separate room. Oh, and the other thing is just in the marketing, they make it seem like he's getting smaller and smaller. And they actually do make it seem like he can come back in some way. I don't know. That's just how I'm left feeling about it. Although, it does make sense if he can't, or if none of the people that are attracted can't. Because that would be admittedly grim, but it would make sense. I liked the live action scenes. I thought they were pretty cool. You know, just to separate like the game from reality and all that. Kane saving the day. Okay, this seemed kind of like last minute. I would prefer if like Kane stayed a tragedy. He just realized in his last moments what he did was horrible, but he couldn't reverse that because he'd been deleted and killed. And that Kinger, Ragatha, Gangle, and Zubul would rebuild the circus by themselves as like Pomni attended to Jax, and it would kind of be like them working together and rebuilding everything, which I mean, it really would have tied in with the theme at the end, with them all sticking together to help Pomni help Jax. So I think sticking together no matter what is further driven home by them all working together to rebuild the circus.
What a concept.
The one scratch scene was pretty weird. It took a bit for me to realize that it was a flashback. Like, I think it was pretty out of the blue. About character screen time, I can't lie, I kinda agree. I'm gonna say this definitely should have been a movie about Pomni and Jax. I don't really see how any other characters could have been majorly in the film other than Ragatha, but her thing kinda got resolved pretty easily, which made sense. I would, though, like if the other characters had a bigger role to play in the movie. Sure, all the character arcs resolve themselves. I don't know, I would prefer to see that. The other characters are pretty cool. I want to see them on screen. I don't know. A lot of my opinions on this movie may change. I think that because of the overall experience, it just really distracted me from the movie. And this isn't objective. This is my personal opinion. So, like, as I said, I can't really review this movie properly, but that was the best attempt I could do.
You're a dead man! I'm sending you straight to hell!
So, let me paint a picture for you. We walk in, right? We walk in the theater, see all these cool cosplayers. Then we're like, okay, we gotta get popcorn, we gotta get drinks. So, I go to line and wait. My friend looks at me. Hey, do you smell that? Some dude in this line.
Smells like a dumpster.
Took a bit for me to realize, oh my god.
This guy stunk.
I think that was kind of like a fair warning for what the experience was gonna be like. I didn't think those stereotypes would be true. I can't lie, I thought people were just joking about that. When the movie started playing, you know, after the ads and everything, I saw that some people in the audience started recording, which was definitely distracted from the experience because it was just a huge, like, bright light coming out of their phone. I don't think anyone listened to the the warning they put at the beginning of the movie, which I found funny that they put in, actually, because it's kind of in reference to that one post that someone made where they're saying, like, they should put a warning in before the movie starts about, like, taking a shower and stuff. There was that. One of the biggest things that detracted from the movie, a lot of people, or at least a loud minority, were just like talking throughout the entire movie, making call-outs and having like huge reactions to everything. I'm talking about like stuff from episode 8. Like people were like, oh my god! Oh my god! Like, and started laughing like so hard. It's just like, we already saw this stuff. There was also the one scene in the credits where everyone was screaming. I'm pretty sure if you saw the movie you would know. But I mean, that I guess is a little bit more warranted because it is the credits after all. Like, there's so many moments in the movie, like, for example, when the scratch scene came up, I heard, like, 20 people say, scratch? 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 Like, oh my god, it was so annoying. Also, some guy's notifications were, like, just blaring throughout the entire movie. Everything would be normal, and then you just hear... Other than those things, though, I would be lying to you if I said those were the most important things that were contributing to me not enjoying this movie. They added on to one major thing. There was one guy, right? I'll say this, just looking at the dude, you wouldn't really, like, assume that he was the type of guy that he was, right? In the middle of the movie, or not just in the middle of the movie, the entire thing, this guy is just commentating. He's just talking. Like, it's so annoying. He's like, this guy's singing at the parts in episode 8. For example, there was this one scene where was just on screen. He was just on screen. And then he's like, oh no, Kinger! Oh no! Oh, I don't want anything to happen to Kinger! No! I couldn't help but just do that one Homelander meme where he's looking at, I think, Firecracker, and he's just like, he has that disgusted face, and there's like the caption where it's like, when someone has the same opinion as you, but they say it so wrong that you just disagree, or something like that. I don't know. And also, he sounded like he had a really soft voice, but also it was like really like nerdy too. It's just like, just imagine that.
Oh, that's Tum Tum Tum's the whore! That's Tum Tum Tum's the whore! Look, that's Tum Tum Tum's the whore!
Throughout the entire movie, this guy talks about certain characters out loud, too. Like, I was sitting right next to this guy. Like, can you believe that? Like, throughout the entire movie, this guy is just going like, oh no, Pomni. Oh no, Kinger. Like, it really made me mad. This really pissed me off. As much as I hated the theater experience, I can't lie, there were some good moments too. Like, as I left, there was this, 5-year-old girl who definitely shouldn't have been in that movie theater. Saw me, right, in my Kinger cosplay, right after the movie. And she asked if she could get a picture, right? Which I thought was, really sweet. It was a really wholesome moment. But yeah, that was the only saving grace for that. Thanks for listening to my rant. This was really unorganized and really unprofessional. But I need to just get this out because, the movie was a month ago, and the online release was 2 weeks ago. So I need to get this video out soon, and frankly, I don't want to script this. I just want to rant. Alright, thanks. Have a great day, and drink water. Bye-bye.